Good evening, everyone. My name is Owen Scaramastro, and today I would like to talk about a duty that I enact 3 times a week, and that for me is working a part-time job. I currently work a part-time job as a waiter at a restaurant, and for me, I find this very beautiful in an odd way, just because of how refreshing it feels to work in a restaurant. When you work in a restaurant, you have to constantly be on your feet, and it's much different from being in school, which I know a lot of us have been in school for a very long time, but it's completely different, even though it sounds like it would be the same thing. Like, school, you're constantly working, and work is work. So it sounds like it would be the same thing, but it's completely different. I mean, you work in a restaurant and you're constantly on your feet. You got to go help with dishes, you got to serve people, you got to bring them, whatever condiments they request. You have to write down whatever you need from the kitchen and give it to them. You got to announce your presence. It's really just, it's overwhelming in a way, and yet at the same time it's so much more refreshing than school, just because of how sort of rhythmic it is, I'd say. Because every time you go into work, it's almost like or at least every time I go into work, it's almost like you can anticipate what's going to happen. It's a Wednesday, oh, it's going to be kind of slow. It's a Friday, it's going to be nuts. But overall, it's just really refreshing, just because of the sense of accomplishment you get from, you serve people and they leave you a really nice tip and you feel accomplished. Like it feels much better than, seeing a D on your report card or whatever, or seeing an A on your report card. It just feels so much more refreshing because you're getting it straight from a person with, like, no previous bias, I guess. But it's really hard to explain, but it's just a great feeling overall. And it's, let's say you go into to the job first day, you got to learn everything so quick, and it just makes you feel it makes you feel smart in a way, because you're learning everything so quickly. It's like, wow, I feel like I'm a natural at everything. But in reality, you just have to learn that fast, and your brain incorporates that into your rhythm. And so eventually everything just becomes habitual, and it's just great. I mean, honestly, you're making money at the same time, and it's just overall just a great experience, especially the people you meet there. You'll meet great people. You'll meet people that'll help you out, give you great advice. Anything you need, they'll help you, and it's just awesome. But overall, yeah, working is my passion. It's chaotic, and yet it's rhythmic. It's just everything that you want. Honest, sorry about that, low battery warning. But yeah, it's just everything that, like, it's sort of, just compared to school, it's so much more different, because with school, you're constantly, maybe not on your feet, but you're constantly using your brain, overworking yourself, going crazy over, minuscule stuff. But with work, it's kind of just like you have to keep going, and it forces you to keep going. And I highly recommend that anyone, maybe you're not working right now, but if, over the summer, I'd highly recommend going and getting a job. You will have a great time. You will meet a bunch of people. You'll feel accomplished. It's just a great idea. But yeah, that's it.